What if everything you thought you knew about becoming wealthy was wrong? What if the path to true, sustainable financial freedom isn't about the flashy cars, the designer clothes, or the sprawling mansions you see plastered all over social media? What if, in fact, it's the exact opposite? For years, we've been bombarded with images of instant gratification, of fake it till you make it culture. But tell me, how many people do you know who actually got rich by faking it? More often than not, they end up deeper in debt, chasing an illusion. Today, we're not just flipping the words, we're rewriting the entire playbook. We're diving deep into a mindset that has quietly, consistently, and relentlessly created more genuine millionaires and billionaires than any loud, showy display ever could. This is about building real wealth, from the ground up, with principles that stand the test of time. Let's start with the foundation, the blueprint, the very core of this philosophy. Think rich. Now, before you roll your eyes and think this is just some manifestation mumbo-jumbo, let me clarify. Thinking rich isn't about positive affirmations hoping money falls from the sky. It's about cultivating a wealth mindset that reshapes your actions, decisions, and entire approach to life. It's the internal game that dictates your external reality. Have you ever wondered why some individuals seem to effortlessly attract opportunities, resources, and growth, while others, despite working just as hard, remain stuck in a cycle of scarcity and struggle? The answer isn't luck. It's not always privilege, and it's certainly not magic. It fundamentally starts right here, between your ears. Thinking rich means first and foremost understanding money as a tool, not a master. It's not something to be feared, ignored, or worshipped blindly. It's a resource, a means to an end, a lever to amplify your impact and secure your future. This understanding liberates you from emotional spending and panic decisions. You start seeing money for what it truly is, a neutral resource awaiting your direction. Next, it's about continuous financial education. You wouldn't try to build a skyscraper without studying engineering, right? So why would you try to build wealth without understanding its principles? This means diving into books, and I'm talking classics like The Intelligent Investor, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Psychology of Money. It means listening to podcasts, taking online courses, and following legitimate financial experts. Not just passively consuming, but actively learning and applying. Understand concepts like compound interest, inflation, asset allocation, and risk management. This knowledge empowers you to make informed decisions rather than emotional ones. Then comes strategic planning and goal setting. Rich thinkers don't just wish for wealth, they meticulously plan for it. They set clear, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, smart financial goals. They know exactly how much they want to save, how much they need to invest, and by when. This isn't a vague dream of being rich someday. It's a concrete roadmap with milestones and checkpoints. This clarity provides direction and motivation, especially when the path gets tough. Thinking rich also involves problem solving, not complaining. When faced with a financial hurdle, an unexpected bill, a market downturn, a lost income stream, a scarcity mindset sees only despair. A wealth mindset sees an opportunity to innovate, to learn, to find a creative solution. How can I earn more? How can I cut expenses? How can I pivot? This active, solution-oriented approach is a hallmark of truly wealthy individuals. They view challenges as puzzles to solve, not brick walls to surrender to. And critically, thinking rich means embracing delayed gratification. This is perhaps the biggest differentiator. The vast majority of people crave instant pleasure. They want the new phone, the fancy dinner, the expensive vacation now. Rich thinkers understand that true wealth is built over time, through consistent, often uncomfortable choices. They resist the urge for immediate indulgence, choosing instead to invest in their future selves. This might mean driving an older car, living in a more modest home, or foregoing daily luxuries for years. But the payoff? A future where those luxuries become effortless realities, built on a foundation of sound financial choices, not debt. This isn't about deprivation, it's about prioritization. It's about consciously choosing to build something significant rather than constantly consuming. It's about building a robust mental framework that champions long-term vision over short-term desires. Now for the part that often confuses people, the truly counterintuitive piece of the puzzle. Act broke. Wait, didn't I just spend 7 minutes talking about thinking rich? Absolutely. But thinking rich without acting broke is like planning a magnificent trip to the moon without bothering to build or fuel a rocket. It's all theory, no execution. This isn't about being genuinely broke or living in poverty. It's about making a conscious, strategic choice to live significantly below your means, even and especially when your income begins to grow. This is where the profound power of this philosophy truly manifests. Every dollar you don't spend on frivolous, depreciating assets or fleeting experiences is a dollar you can redirect. A dollar you can invest in income-producing assets. A dollar you can use to build an emergency fund that offers true peace of mind. A dollar you can use to pay down high-interest debt that's holding you captive. This is the bedrock of financial freedom. Let's break down the sheer impact of this. Consider that daily $5 gourmet coffee. Seems harmless, right? That's $25 a week, $100 a month, over $1,200 a year. Now imagine if you took that $1,200 and invested it annually, with a conservative average annual return of 7%, historically typical for diversified stock market investments. Over 20 years, that $1,200 a year could grow to over $50,000. And that's just one small daily habit. Multiply that by eating out less, driving a reliable used car instead of a new one that depreciates thousands the moment you drive it off the lot, or opting for experiences over possessions. Acting broke means being fiercely intentional with every single purchase. It means asking yourself, does this purchase align with my long-term financial goals? Is this an asset or a liability? Is this a need or a want? It means prioritizing putting money into assets that make you more money, like stocks, real estate, your own business, over liabilities that take money from you, like luxury cars, excessive consumer debt, impulse purchases. This discipline extends to all areas of life. Cooking at home more often, finding free or low-cost entertainment, mending clothes instead of constantly buying new, negotiating bills, avoiding subscriptions you don't fully utilize. It's not about being cheap. It's about being resourceful and strategic. It's about recognizing that every dollar saved is a dollar earned, and more importantly, a dollar that can be put to work for you. But why is this so incredibly difficult for most people? And what's the profound, almost unfair advantage you gain by being perceived as broke when you're quietly building a fortune? The answer lies in the next, often overlooked principle. Stick around, because this is where all three pillars truly converge. Finally, and perhaps most critically for long-term success and peace of mind, move in silence. This is the ultimate power move in the wealth-building journey. When you're diligently thinking rich and strategically acting broke, why on earth would you want to shout about it from the rooftops? The simple, profound answer is, you don't. And for a very good reason. Moving in silence is your shield. It protects your energy, your focus and your plans from unnecessary distractions, unsolicited opinions, envious judgments, and countless requests from others who might not understand your long-term vision, or worse, see you as an easy target. Think about the crab mentality. If you put a bunch of crabs in a bucket, they could easily escape. But they don't, because as soon as one starts to climb out, the others pull it back down. In the human world, this manifests as friends or family who subtly, or not so subtly, discourage your frugal habits, ridicule your ambition, or question your choices. When you move in silence, you sidestep this entirely. You avoid the need to justify your lifestyle, your sacrifices, or your goals to anyone. Furthermore, moving in silence safeguards your resources. If you're flashing wealth before you've truly secured it, you become a magnet for scams, get-rich-quick schemes, and endless requests for loans or handouts. When people perceive you as just like them or even struggling a bit, they're far less likely to bombard you with these distractions. This allows you to focus your limited time, energy, and capital on building your future, not managing external pressures. It also fosters humility and discipline. There's no ego boost from an expensive car or a lavish vacation if no one knows you can afford it. This keeps you grounded and focused on the intrinsic rewards of wealth building, financial security, freedom, and the ability to pursue your passions, rather than external validation. This humility keeps you sharp and hungry, avoiding complacency. And here's the most powerful kicker. When you finally achieve substantial, undeniable wealth, it will be so much more impactful, so much more meaningful, because you did it on your own terms. You didn't do it for the likes, the comments, or the approval of others. You did it through quiet discipline, strategic sacrifice, and relentless focus. Your success will be a testament to your quiet perseverance, speaking volumes without you ever having to utter a word. It's the ultimate mic drop without the mic. So, there you have it, the quiet, powerful, and profoundly effective philosophy of think rich, act broke, and move in silence. This isn't a shortcut, it's a profound, lifelong strategy. It's about building a rock-solid foundation, embracing radical discipline, and understanding that true, lasting wealth is built with intention and patience, not displayed for fleeting admiration. Genuinely tired of the endless cycle of chasing status, of feeling like you're always behind, and truly want to build a financially secure, genuinely free future, then start implementing these 3 principles today. What's one small, actionable step you can take today to act broke or move in silence that will bring you closer to your financial goals? Share your commitment in the comments below. I read every one. If you found this deep dive helpful and inspiring, give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content on